Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to my September reset video. Yes, I'm bringing these videos back because I just need some more direction in my life. I've been feeling very lost, very overwhelmed, very confused and very kind of like stuck recently in my life, especially in August, which we will see when we go through my August goals. But talking about goals, and the reason why I wanted to do this video is very on a whim. I only decided I wanted to do it this morning, so it may not be the best quality reset video, but it's gonna be a very chatty one. So if you're into that, make sure you grab a cup of tea, a little snack, and come join me and plan out your goals for September. I feel like when I'm setting goals right now, all I'm doing is going through the motions. I set myself a fitness goal, a water intake goal, a no eating badly during the week goal, and then I set myself a content creation goal of like uploading twice a week and putting on Instagram twice a week, and all these things I have already regimented into my life. I do these on like the back of my hand. I do them with my eyes closed. I can do them. So why am I still setting myself goals around them? And then if I do set myself new goals, I don't track them, I forget about them, and then at the end of the month I'm like, oh yeah, I set that goal and I don't really care about it. I don't align myself enough with it. I'm just creating it for the sake of creating it. So I've done a lot of kind of background work this morning to try and allow September to have intentional goals that I actually want to achieve. If this doesn't work and I come to the end of September and I look back over my goals and I still haven't completed them, maybe I'm just not a goal girly, and I just need to stop creating goals just because everyone else creates goals. I don't know whether I'm a yearly goal setter or a monthly goal setter or a weekly goal setter yet. That's something I need to figure out, and hopefully I can figure out across the next couple of months up until the end of the year, so I can start 2024 fresh with goal setting and how I like to goal set. So you're gonna kind of come on this journey with me, but enough rambling. We're going to go through my August goals first, which I kind of have done two different formats. I've written some in my bullet journal, and last time I did these I was actively using my bullet journal, and I no longer use a bullet journal. If you guys didn't know, I don't need a bullet journal anymore. I still use a planner and I still use a Scribd and Dot. If you don't know, Scribd and Dot are my go-to planning people for notebooks and bullet journals and planners. This is their 2023 diary that's all set up for you, and I've been using this as my kind of like bullet journal since April. So I haven't had a bullet journal since April, and I'm loving just not having to have absolute creative freedom and having to creatively think about how I'm going to plan a week or month every single day. It's just nice to turn a page and the page is already laid out. So I have written my goals in here, but I've also written some goals in Notion. So I'm going to go through my Notion ones first. They're pretty similar, but we're just going to go through all the goals I set myself in August and see how well I did. So without further ado, let's go into my August goals and see whether I've accomplished them or not. Welcome to my Notion. So we're literally just going to go through my home dashboard. I might check in with my yearly goals and see where we're at, but I don't think so because I feel like I've recently done that. But here are my monthly goals. I have them on my Notion dashboard so I don't forget about them. And I have already started ticking a few things off, so I'm just gonna like finish off ticking some things off and also kind of like discuss them with you. So the first one was to finish Sydney Cummings' Summertime Fine at Tier 3, which is Sydney Cummings' Summertime Fine program that she does every year through May, June and July. It's a 3-month-long program, all about strength, conditioning, cardio, and just kind of like getting in the best shape of your life. I attempted it in 2020 and got 1 month in and gave up. I tried it in 2021, I got a month and a half in and gave up, and then 2022 I didn't try because I was like, what's the point? And because I was in my own house in 2023, I thought I'm going to give it a go. I got Mark to keep me accountable because I know he'll push me to do it, and I completed all 3 tiers. So although it was a May, June, July, and I finished it in August because I had a week off in July for a break over to Wales. I filmed it all, so I'll link above and down below. But I took a little mini vacay basically to Wales, so I didn't work out during that week. So I finished a little bit later than Sydney Cummings planned. I finished in August, but I finished it and I'm so proud. I never missed a workout video. I did them all. I'm very proud of myself. So I can tick that one off, and I have already ticked that one off because I was so excited to finish it. The next one is another working out kind of related goal, and that was to rework spinning back into my workout routine. So with the Sydney Cummings workout program, it was 5 workout videos a week, all regarding strength, and the other 2 were rest days. And during those rest days I went for a walk or just literally took a rest day or just stretched. So I didn't spin. I know, shocker for me, I didn't spin for 3 months straight, and one of the reasons I was so excited to finish Sydney Cummings' workout program was to get back into spinning. So the last couple of weeks of August I've done Sydney Cummings like workouts just here and there with spinning involved, and oh my god, I've absolutely loved getting back on my bike, and it's just been such a joy to get back on my bike and to kind of start building back up my spinning kind of like stamina and cardio. So I've definitely reworked spinning back into my workout routine. I actually have a workout tracker which I'll quickly show you now, but as you can see, on Mondays and Fridays, the days I work from home and I have longer to work out in the mornings, I'm doing a Sydney Cummings workout. Tuesday and Thursdays when I'm in the office and I only have like half hour to work out, I'll do a half hour spin class in the morning. Wednesday I'm at work and I'll walk on my lunch break, and then I'll also walk either Saturday or Sunday with Mark during the weekend. So that's my workout kind of program with spinning back involved and just made up on the spot basically by me. And the next goal I set was to use my habit app to keep on top of my new healthy habits. If you didn't know, I have a habit app on my phone. I'll quickly record my screen so you guys can see it. It's this little blue one here, and you can create custom habits. So I have movement, water intake, and I get a little notification to when to pick my water bottle up. Eating healthy snacks, pouring my cranberry juice, drinking my cranberry juice, the steps I take each day, no phone after 9 p.m. It's more kind of no mindless scrolling on social media after 9 p.m. If I need to use my phone to finish filling out my habit tracker or finish like setting my alarms for the next day or anything like that, I can use it. It's just kind of like more mindless scrolling. Fresh air, journal, stretch and floss, and you can completely customize this app. I've paid for it, yes, but it's so good and I absolutely love it. And I kind of fell off the bandwagon when I was on holiday in July, like filling out these habit trackers on my little app. So one of my goals for August was to use my habit tracker to keep on top of my new healthy habits, which I do think I have definitely got back into the routine of. So let's tick this one off. Emoji tick, yes. No social media or mindless scrolling after 9 p.m. and this is what I can use my habit tracker app for. So I can go in to check my social media kind of habit, and as you can see, I haven't done it all the time, but I've done it most days. So I definitely think it's an improvement on what I have been doing in the past. So I'm actually going to tick it off, and I think one of my September goals is going to try and improve my social media mindless scrolling in the morning, because I get very bad at mindless scrolling on social media when I'm waiting for the kettle to boil for my morning cup of tea, or just kind of like mindless scrolling when I could do something more proactive in the morning to kind of make my day start off better than kind of comparing myself to everyone on social media before 6 o'clock in the morning. So yes, that is definitely maybe going to be a goal for September. One of my other August goals was to journal more, whether on Notion or in my physical journal. I haven't really journaled in my physical journal, that's more for like long form, I just need to brain dump. Whereas my journal on Notion, which I 100% can tick off this goal, because I have a self-care journal on Notion, and these are all my entries, and I've kind of slacked off the last like week or so, but I've definitely been a hell of a lot better at journaling in Notion, and I absolutely love it. So I'll just quickly show you the template. So if I start a new entry, I do an end of day reflection. Say I've got 2 different templates, whether I'm a morning reflection person or an evening reflection person, really just depends on the day. And this is my template for an end of day reflection. So a word of the day, whether that's like beautiful skies, or it's just maybe a sentence that kind of wraps up the day. What made me feel like me today, that's usually I managed to get outside and go have for a walk, I listened to one of my new favourite songs, or anything like that, anything that made me feel like me. What did I achieve today? Did I make myself proud? Whether that's I stepped out of my comfort zone, or I read like a hell of a lot of pages for a book, or anything like that. What am I grateful for? It's usually Mark. Some highlights of the day, whether that's like a beautiful sky, or getting home early because there's no traffic, or and then just like anything to express. Do I have any like kind of worries going on in my brain that I need to like kind of just brain dump? That's that. So I've been doing amazing at filling in this kind of journal entry style, and I absolutely love doing it. So I can 100% tick that off. And I would love to keep that going in September as well, but I'm not going to make it a goal because I feel like I'm pretty much on track with doing that now. It's part of my daily routine. Create content I enjoy rather than focusing on numbers and trending styles and audio. I don't know if I can tick this off. I've definitely created stuff I've enjoyed, but when I create this goal, it's about halfway through the month, and I wasn't feeling 100%. I came down with a cold, and therefore I just haven't posted really on social media or Instagram a lot recently. So I don't think I can tick off this goal. Something I just want to be mindful of in the future, but it's not really a goal I can track, and I'm trying to be more intentional with the goals I set. So it might not be a goal I set, but it's definitely something that I'm going to keep in mind. And the last goal I had on my Notion is to take more pictures for memories, and I'm so bad at this. I really need to think of a way that I can track this goal. It's something I definitely want to improve on. I used to be so good at doing a 1 second a day. I fell off that bandwagon in 2020 when COVID hit, and I haven't been as good at capturing memories since, and I need to get back on that. So I can't tick this one off, but it's definitely something I want to kind of try out a new way of tracking in September for sure. Now let's look at my physical planner for the goals I set in here. They're slightly different. So this is my Scribd planner. Let's go to my August goals page. Here we are. The first goal is to rework my workout routine to include spin, and you can 100% say that I have done that. So tick that one off, yes. So complete my daily habits 26 out of the 31 days. Let's actually see if I'm on track with this one. So here we are on my habit tracker app. Let's go to my overall habits. I think it's on this one. I'm still learning the ropes with this app. I have managed to have a 52% of a monthly rate of ticking off my daily habits. I've had 6 perfect days, which means I've done them all every day for 6 days. My best streak was 3, not the best, and my daily average of goals I completed was 3, so that's not the best. Definitely not the 26 that I had hoped for, so I can't unfortunately cross that one off, so that one gets a big fat cross. No phone after 9 p.m. I definitely think overall I have accomplished this goal, and I've definitely been more mindful of not using it after 9 p.m. So for me, I'm going to count that as a win. Finished Cindy Cummings' workout program. Once again, I have done it. Tick. No co-op trips for unhealthy snacks. I have failed that drastically, so I can't tick that one off. It's a really bad habit I've got to when I'm in the office to go to the co-op and get like a chocolate bar or a packet of Love Hearts or something as like a midday slump hits. Finalised Magical Hobathon. I have definitely started progress on this, but I haven't completely finished it. So I'm going to tick it off because I've definitely done steps towards it this month, but I definitely need to finish it in September. And once again, take more pictures. I have not done, so we can cross that one off. So overall, I've completed 4 goals and not completed 3. So technically, I've completed over 50% of my goals, which is yay for me. Whilst I'm planning in my Scribd planner, I need to write down the not goals I need to complete in September, but the tasks I need to complete in September. So let's do that quickly. There are a few that are kind of floating in my brain right now that I need to get sorted in September, so October can kind of float nicely. So let's quickly do those. I need to sort out my new phone bill because my phone contract is running out in September. So sort new phone contract. I'm a SIM only contract. I brought my phone outright, so I just need to sort out a new SIM. I need to book my flu jab for this season. Being high risk, I get the flu jab for free. I just need to book it. And I also need to chase up my GP regarding my smear test. So let's go through now the goals that I set for September, having reflected on August. I'm actually really excited about the goals I did set. They are the same on Notion this month as they are in my physical planner. So let me just run through them with you guys. They are always separated into kind of personal, health and fitness, content creation, and yeah, that's it. So those 3 categories. So in my kind of workout regime sort of category, health and fitness, I have to do regular incline push-ups. For years now, I've had the goal to be able to do a full body push-up on the floor, and I've never taken the steps to achieve it. I'm just kind of hoping one day I'm going to be strong enough, but unless I purposely work towards it, I'm never going to achieve it. And I just want to be able to do even just one full body push-up. So the best way to do it is starting small, and that's to do incline push-ups. So I started the other day, I just randomly started doing push-ups on the stairs with my hands on one stair and my feet on like a couple of stairs below, and they were like pretty easy to do. So if I can regularly do incline push-ups in the month of September, maybe in October I can move on to a different kind of variation of incline push-ups, and then maybe hopefully by the end of the year I can do a full body push-up. Who knows? I'm gonna set it as a goal because, like I said in the beginning of this video, I want my goals this month to be intentional but new and refreshing for this month, because I'm just stuck in a rut with setting goals and they're always the same, and I want some new fun goals to be excited for, and I'm actually really excited about this list of goals. So moving on to the next one is to build up my spinning stamina. Like I said, I took 3 months off spinning to focus purely on Sydney Cummings' Summertime Fine strength program, and I completely didn't spin at all, and I can definitely tell I'm coming like 30th in the ranking, and I'm usually in like the top 10. So yes, to build up my spinning stamina is more important, but I've set a mini goal to get in the top 10 at least 4 times. I've calculated that on average, if I do spin twice a month, I'll spin 8 times this month in September. So I want 50 of those classes to be in the top 10. Fingers crossed I can do that. It just basically means that I need to build up my resistance, which basically means building up my spinning stamina, but putting a goal towards it rather than just an intention. So yes, that's that. I did some research behind the scenes of what a goal is and what an intention is. So yes. And my last kind of like health and fitness related goal is to eat no bad kind of snacks during the week. I do really want to start focusing on, I'm working out, but I'm not kind of like doing the benefits of working out after working out. So I need to slowly integrate kind of eating healthier and stretching. I do stretch every so often, but I've kind of fallen onto bandwagon. I'm going to focus this month on my nutrition, and then next month I can reincorporate stretching again. This month is to eat no bad snacks during the week, and then I can treat myself to a cookie or a biscuit or something here and there at the weekend. And then in terms of kind of personal goals, I am, like I said in my clip before, I'm going to set a goal to do no mindless social media scrolling before 6:30 a.m. I get up, I do some sort of workout, and then I get ready, and then by 6:30 I'm leaving for work, I'm leaving the house. So I'm hoping it's going to be quite an easy goal to achieve, and then hopefully I can build up that number and make it no mindless scrolling before 7, no mindless scrolling before 8, etc. But we're going to start small and do 6:30. Another personal goal of mine this month is to read my entire September TBR. I've been really bad at sticking to my TBRs this month, and I'm actually really excited, having just filmed my September TBR, of what books have got pulled out for me. So I just kind of want to focus on that little stack of books, not get too overwhelmed by the amount of books that are on my physical TBR, which is getting a little bit out of control for my liking. So I just want to focus on those 6 books. I'll leave that video up above and down below if you want to see what books are on my September TBR. Just focus on those, keep it small, keep it concise, and just have fun reading those books, because I'm really excited to read every single one of them. And then my last personal goal is to scrapbook twice a week. I am really behind in my 2023 scrapbook. I am still in March. I need to up my game in scrapbooking and spend and dedicate time scrapbooking during the weekends, so I can keep on top of it and not still be doing my 2023 scrapbook as 2024 rolls around. So that is a goal of mine. And then kind of personal, maybe more content creation, I actually want to take a picture every single day in the month of September. That could be a selfie, that could be a picture of my book I'm reading, that could be going out for a walk, anything, a cup of tea, just something to capture that moment. And hopefully doing that and getting back into the routine of taking a picture every single day will help me then start to take more pictures generally. So it's a kind of more trackable goal than take more pictures. So I'm going to see if that works and whether it was fun to do. If it's not fun to do, I won't do it again, but I thought it might be quite an interesting kind of experiment to do. So I'm going to take a picture every single day in the month of September. Maybe I'll post them on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram down below if you would like to follow me along on the little challenge that I'm doing. And then finally, my last goal is more content creation, and that is to create fun be-real in my weekly vlogs. I love doing weekly vlogs. I've set myself a challenge to weekly vlog up until December now, up until the end of the year. but my weekly vlogs are getting very stagnant. They're getting basically film a clip on Monday, tell everyone my reading update, film a clip on Tuesday, tell everyone my reading update, etc, etc. I want to start incorporating more fun and exciting editing techniques, fun b-roll, etc, and I think just being able to create one section of b-roll in every weekly vlog this month will hopefully kind of allow me to think outside the box when it comes to filming and editing for those. So those are all my September goals. I'm really excited to kind of see what September has in store for me. I'm really hoping it's something fun and exciting, less stressful, less overwhelming, and just kind of like allowing myself to focus on me again. Fingers crossed. The last thing I want to do is create my habit tracker for September with you, so let's quickly lastly dive into my planner once again to wrap up this video. We are back in my planner to do my habit tracker. I will always keep some habits always the same, and one of them is to wake up by 5 o'clock in the morning because I love my morning routine. So wake. I'm using the wrong pen. I'm using the wrong pen. Wake AM. And then because one of my goals in September is to have no mindless scrolling on social media, I'm going to put before 6:30 in the morning, I'm actually going to put that new goal next to wake up by 5 AM because it's like a morning habit. And I like to try and organise my habits by time of day, if that makes sense. So 6:30. And then usually I work out, so my next habit will be movement. And then I am going to put stretch just because it's still part of my daily habit on my habit tracker app. And then we've got 3 bottles. This is my water intake. I try and drink. Cranberry juice will always be a habit that I track just to keep on top of when I'm drinking my cranberry juice. Fresh air is always a good one to have just to keep on top of when I'm getting outside. And then finally I've got 4 more slots to fill in. Goals if I set myself for September that I can make into habits. I might actually make no like bad snacks a habit. I'm gonna have scrapbooking as one because I need to keep on top of that. I'm gonna put pick a day as one, just so I can kind of like accomplish when I've taken the picture for the day. And then I've got one more thing to fill out, and it's actually gonna be whether I've done some incline push-ups during the day, just to keep on top of myself. Push-ups. And those are all my habits filled out. I'm really excited actually to have like a refreshed habit tracker and have loads of new kind of habits that I would like to track in September that align with my goals to hopefully keep me on top of them and keep me on schedule. So I'm really excited. So to just round off this video, I wanted to go through some of the bullet points that I made myself before starting this video to help myself align myself back in with my goals and what I wanted to achieve out of this month. Just in case you guys are a little bit stuck with goal setting and you feel a bit like kind of like in a rut like me, I'm just going to put the bullet points on screen that I answered myself. These are the questions I made up myself. So they're just kind of like questions that I thought of that might kind of help me align me with my goals, and I definitely think they've helped kind of set more intentional goals rather than just kind of like your really mundane ones. So the first question I asked myself was, how do I want to feel going into this new month? And I said refreshed, less stressed, and refocusing on my passions, reading and creating content. Another bullet point question I asked myself is, what areas in my life would I like to improve this month? And they were capturing moments, my nutrition, and then more content creation, more specifically making my weekly vlogs more interesting. My other bullet point I asked myself was, what areas in my life would I like to keep on top of this month? What am I already doing? What habits am I already really good at? Which ones do I want to still focus on and keep consistent? And they were my workout schedule and regime, which is reincorporating the spinning and the strength workouts together. My goals, I really wanted to be more intentional with my goal setting this month. Hopefully I have been. And then my reading, I want to get back on track with my reading. My last couple of weeks in August, I was really stressed, really overwhelmed with life stuff, and reading took a major backseat, and I want to focus and continue focusing back on reading. I just asked myself, not goals, but what tasks do I need to complete this month? And I have already spoken through them. It's booking my flu jab, it's rebooking my smear test, all the kind of mundane things I need to get done this month that aren't goals that need to get done nevertheless. So those are all my goals for September. And that is me completely reset, refreshed, ready and eager, excited to get into September. I am so glad I sat down and did this video. I feel so much more aligned and kind of like focused on what I want to kind of get out of September, what things I need to achieve in September, and what I just want to kind of improve on regarding kind of my goals and my health and all that sort of stuff, fun stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe down below. Comment if you followed me along. answer some of the questions that I gave you as tips, or set your goals up, or planned in your planner whilst watching this video. I'd love to know what you were doing whilst watching. I usually do lots of bookish content, monthly TBRs, monthly wrap-ups, weekly reading vlogs, and then I also sprinkle some lifestyle videos here and there as well, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss future content. And without further ado, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.